a country top 40, we're stunting, we will go, yeah. What is good on the internet? What is good in life? The name is Li495. I am closing out the year 2010 with probably the most embarrassing intro out of any video that I have done in 2010. But hey, I guess these things sort of come with the territory. I mean, I sort of embarrass myself every time I make one of these, trying to sound good. But anyway, Mix 106.5 is stunting. We will go a big time and a bigger time are crazy, because this station, WMVX-FM in Cleveland, Ohio, is just about at this point playing just about everything under the sun. I gave this thing a listen for about 45 minutes. I plan to do so again, and it's going to debut a new format. It says Cleveland radio changes for the better. And then it's a countdown clock, which will eventually take it down all the way to 7:30 a.m. this Monday, January the 3rd, when some new format is supposed to debut on the radio waves of Cleveland radio. So what will this new format be? Well, I'm gonna get to that in just a second. But as for now, everything that they're playing, I gave this station about a listen for a while. I mean, the page is right there, mix106.5.com, and it has the countdown clock and the link to the stream. And it was just playing, just about everything under the sun. I mean, one moment it's playing polka, the next moment it's playing classic rock, the next moment it's playing country, then it's playing Broadway tunes, then Americana, then patriotic music, into CHR, into whatever else. I mean, what more can this format play? I mean, what's this type of format? This truly is what you call playing whatever we want, playing everything. Like the Jack and the Bob stations like to talk about. They like to talk about, oh, we play everything. We play whatever we want. We play everything. 93.7 Bob FM. I got that from the Pittsburgh station, because that's what the Pittsburgh station is in. That they're a Bob FM station, but they're truly a station right now with this stunt that is totally just playing whatever it is under the sun. So for all you know, they may they may segue something from the Who into something from Lady Gaga, into something from I don't know, the OJs, into Merle Haggard, into Train. So so that's how crazy it is. And then they may play something. They may play Neil Diamond's America. So it's a crazy stunt. They're just playing whatever they can, everything under the sun at 106.5 in C-Town. Actually, it's a rather surprising development, because Mix 106.5, I know that they were one of 3 stations in Cleveland that had flipped to Christmas music, and they were playing Christmas music. I still think WDLK probably still did they probably still got the highest ratings out of any station that was playing Christmas, because Mix, I think, just went Christmas this year. They didn't do it in 2009, but they did so in 2010. So they decided to go at it and mix it up a little bit with WDLK for the Christmas audience in Cleveland, and then for a day they went back to their hot AC format, and then now all of a sudden, poof, they flip to they start stunting, and they flip to whatever it is. What type of format can this be called? Country top 40. Country top 40, polka, classic rock, classic country, whatever, Americana, urban AC, urban adult, contemporary. Then, for all I know, they may be playing regional Mexican next. I don't know what is all on this station, but it's just one crazy song after another, one crazy transition into another. And the reason why it's so stunning is because they were at a 4.4, and their competition at a Q104 was at a 4.1. So even though their Q was higher, Q104's Q was higher, but they were actually beating, I believe, in the recent November book, they were at a 4.4 Mix was, and now they were beating Q104, which was their main competition for the hot adult contemporary, the modern AC audience in Cleveland, and they were beating them by 0.3, 4.4 to 4.1. So it's definitely surprising. I definitely didn't expect to read up to hear about this. So what will they flip to now? What to flip to, what to flip to, what to flip to. They're definitely not going to give out any hints as to what to flip to unless Radio Insight or someplace else gets wind of a domain registry. Some people have suggested that it could be that they're about to change formats to maybe even a variety hit station. I don't think they're going to go variety hits, as Cleveland is already over-rocked as it is. Cleveland doesn't need, I don't think, a fifth rock station. And as far as WTAM is concerned, somebody else also posted that. I don't think that that's going to happen either. They don't need to flip WTAM. They don't need to give an FM, stick to WTAM because they're number 3 right now in Cleveland. I think that the possibilities, they could go Gen X, they could go Urban AC, they could go a sports station. So there are possibilities for this format. For this new station to go, but I think that those are my 3 top picks right now. Those are the possibilities that I think would make the most sense. Who knows? Maybe they go adult contemporary to further compete with a DOK 102. But I think that the top 3 possibilities for 106.5 are Gen X, Urban AC, and Sports. One of the possibilities, according to certain internet reports that are out there, include the chance that the new station at 106.5 could be 106.5 The Lake. That could be a rebranding of the current Hot Adult Contemporary, a possible AC, or it could be a Gen X type of radio station, or it could be that. I don't think it's going to be or it could be a variety hit station a la 94.5 in Milwaukee, even though I think it would be stupid in a market like Cleveland to flip that station to a variety hit station, considering that there are already enough rock stations in Cleveland, in C-Town already. But interestingly enough, the 106.5thelake.com registry that was picked up by the net gnomes at Radio Insight that was redirected to an adult contemporary station in Salt Lake City. Today's 106.5, which, by the way, like Mix 106.5, also played Christmas music during the holidays. And another thing about it, if it were to flip to 106.5 The Lake, that would make sense, considering Cleveland is, of course, right alongside Lake Erie. So you get the whole geographical reason for a possible rebranding. So we're going to have to see. 7:30 a.m. I'm definitely going to try and record the change if formatchange.com doesn't get to it first. I imagine they will, so there may not be any point to post the change, but if it's not on formatchange.com, I'll definitely try and record it onto my page. So, what do you think is going to happen at 106.5? If you turn the radio to 106.5, it's going to be an interesting mix. Just to say so, for all you know, you may be hearing one of your favorite songs, and then it may segue into something that you completely don't like polka or country, or maybe even rock. So until next time, happy 2011. How's this to transition from 010 to 011 with a format stunt out of this freaking universe? Just how I like it. LI495. See you in 2011 someplace. Don't forget to rate, comment, react, and reply.